We have some live music in the form of Georgina Jackson. We saw Georgina, I think, last about 3 or 4 months ago. She is back, and she is, by the sound of it, Georgina, you are busier than ever, because so many dates in the diary. Yeah,
it's quite good at the moment, actually. A nice summertime little tour thing, but it makes a change because February was dire, so we're hoping it's going to keep going along these lines.
Let's hope so. We're always going to give these details a mention again, but you're going to be in August at the Boysdale in Belgravia. Yep. You're going to be at Googly's Jazz in Enfield on the 28th of August, and Watersmeet Theatre in Rickmansworth on the 19th of September.
Yeah, that's brilliant. It's a lovely theatre in Rickmansworth, and there we're going to be doing a Peggy Lee show. Peggy Lee, Benny Goodman and Duke Ellington music, 6 of us. It's a lovely night out, really. Vibraphones, and should be very classy, even though I'm singing. Should be.
Don't be like that. Now listen, just remind us how you got started, because I think your story was quite incredible.
Well, I grew up in a little town called Wigan in Lancashire, and they were just giving away free instruments at that time and free music lessons. And I was in a maths lesson one day and got a bit bored, so they gave me trumpet to play, and I took it home and annoyed my parents for a few months, and then started going for it, really, and started practicing. I was the only girl in the band for quite a long time, and I've been the only girl in a lot of bands for quite a long time, but luckily there's more and more girls coming through. But yeah, it's quite a strange thing for a young girl from Wigan to, I suppose. Did my first job at 18, Blackpool Tower Ballroom, 6 nights a week playing for dancing.
How did that... Do you still remember the first time you went on?
I did.
How was that? Because that must have been pretty daunting. Did you have support? Did you have people who were there to, come on, you can do it.
Yeah,
we know you can do it.
You know, I think I mimed the entire first concert I did, which is all right, isn't it, really, I suppose? You don't put a foot wrong, and then you gradually kind of get a bit more and more. But, yes, a lot of people supporting you around, and, you know, I mean, we're not saving lives or anything, so if you do play a wrong note, then hopefully nothing bad happens to you.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope. I mean, one of your band nearly tripped over and broke her neck earlier, but we think she's okay now. Just tell us about the first single, because when you released the first single, that was also a totally solo operation.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's really difficult, as you know, in this business to get, you know, to try and do things. So you just have to sit at home and work out how to do it, work out on yourself, because there's nobody going to give you a record contract anymore. So basically, it's me and my computer and my phone, and just drive myself mad. But I did release a single on iTunes, and luckily, I don't know how it happened, but it got in the top 10, and I could see it knocking all these famous people.
Was Nina Simone one of them?
Well, yes, I know.
Seem to remember.
That's quite incredible, isn't it? it was the jazz top 10 that we're talking about, so, you know, I did not...
But it's still Nina Simone we're talking about.
I know. Sorry, Nina. I do apologise. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Yeah, Nina Simone went, and then Miles Davis went, and Chet Baker, and then it ended up kind of being me, number 4.
How did that make... That must have been one of the proudest moments of your life.
Yeah, I did. I opened a nice bottle of wine and phoned my mum up and took lots of pictures of the computer screen, because when you're making music, all you're thinking about is actually making the music, and you're just sitting there with the people you're making it with. And then that moment when it gets released and other people listen to it, it feels really quite strange that other people are listening to it in their cars or at home and things.
But it's proof of your success, because when people actually want to download and purchase music, then you know, actually, I've cracked it.
Yeah, it does seem lovely, and you get nice emails. In fact, I got an email the other week saying that he'd put my CD on whilst he was trying to woo a lady friend, and it worked. So he was very grateful for Change Partners. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And someone else crashed the car whilst listening to it. So
I will bear both of those tales in mind, in all seriousness. Now, just a reminder of these gigs coming up. The Boysdale in Belgravia on August the 5th. Googly's Jazz in Enfield on the 28th of August. And in September, on the 19th, is the Peggy Lee show at the Watersmeet Theatre in Rickmansworth. You're going to do us 2 live tracks tonight. Before you do, just give us an idea of who we got with us. We have 2 very talented musicians in here, and just tell us who they are.
Yeah, we do. On bass, we've got Dave Chamberlain, who's one of the finest bass players in the world today. He really is. And I've worked with Dave for quite a few years. He's worked with countless people. And on guitar, I've got somebody who has actually only been playing the guitar for a year, which just goes to prove that if you're committed and practice enough, that you can get to a really high standard. And this is Claudia Thistlewood on the guitar.
Welcome both. Very good to see you. You're going to do us 2 live tracks. What is the first one, Georgina, going to be?
Okay, the first one is off my second album, the Peggy, Duke and Benny album, actually written by Peggy Lee, this song. It's called I Don't Know Enough About You.
All right, take it away. Live on BBC London 94.9. Live music, at least it is Georgina Jackson.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. Just when I think you're mine, you try a different line. Baby, what can I do? I read the latest news, no buttons on my shoes. But baby, I'm confused about you. You've got me in a spin, what a spin I'm in. 'Cause I don't know enough about you. Well, jack of all trades, master of none. And isn't it a shame? Well, I'm so sure that you'll be good for me if you could only play my game. You know, I went to school and I'm nobody's fool. That is to say, until I met you. You know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about you. Well, I know a bit about biology, a little more about psychology. I'm a little jam in geology, but I don't know enough about you, boy. I don't know enough about you, boy. I don't know enough about you.
Fantastic. That's so short. Well, I want encore. Well, do some more. Do some more.
Thought to keep it nice and
fantastic.
contained.
Gosh, live music, and it's wonderful sounds of Georgina Jackson, who's going to be in this city for a few dates coming up in the next few months, in August and in September. Just remind us of your own inspirations when you were growing up, the reasons why you're here today.
Oh, well, definitely people like Peggy Lee and Frank Sinatra, all those great people. And more recently, people like Harry Connick Jr. and Diana Krall, and people like Jamie Cullum, who've brought it all back, you know. I like lots of singers, Doris Day, people like that, all those old fabulous romantic films and those old beautiful songs with the lovely dresses and lovely lyrics and things like that. I just want to go to a club in London that looks like they did in the 50s. I'd like to go back to the 50s for a day in London.
Would be wonderful. I mean, this was it's a great city now, but it certainly was a fantastic city in the 50s and 60s. And in terms of growing up in Wigan, this serious question, presumably the prospects for you have improved significantly when you've gone out, or were always pretty good in Wigan?
Well, Wigan had quite a thriving little jazz scene, really, just operated by a couple of people, Ian Darrington for one, who were into the education side of it, but there was a lot of players there. But London was always the place where you wanted to get to and where you wanted to go. Manchester had some things going on, but London was always the place that I wanted to be, even though I was absolutely terrified of coming to London for years and years and years. I mean, What was your worst fear? Well, the tubes, I suppose, and terrifying. In fact, I tried to get the Southern Line going north first time I came here. I got so confused, but and I suppose the people and just so many people trying to do the same thing, I suppose, in London. But I find it is a really friendly place.
And it's also clear you've broken through successfully, which is wonderful for you and certainly for those who enjoy your music. And if people want to, I mean, is it simple to get hold of your recordings?
Well, I can sell them from my house, from the website. And you can buy them from Amazon and iTunes. And from my website, www.georginajackson.net, you can buy my albums from there as well.
I wondered what you were going to offer. I thought you were either going to offer us your website address or indeed the house you live in currently. Website's probably easier.
Or you can come to a gig and pick one up for me there, because it's nice to say hello.
Tell us about Peggy Lee. This is the gig you've got on the 19th of September, the Watersmeet Theatre in Rickmansworth. What is it about Peggy Lee that just inspired you so much, particularly Peggy Lee?
I just love her phrasing, and I love her tone of voice. It's so husky and sexy, really. And I love the way she puts something across really simply, but it really swings. What she does really swings. And obviously her arrangements and the musicians that were behind her were absolutely, wonderful and absolutely top class musicians. And I just love her choice of repertoire, really, as well. It's kind of, I like that real nice, cool medium swing thing that she does.
Well, dare I say it, without wanting to flatter you all too much, the three of you work together tremendously. I really mean that. Sounds wonderful.
It's only our second time.
Well, long may it continue.
Thank you.
What is the second and last track you're going to do for us?
The second track was written by Duke Ellington, and this one is called Just Squeeze Me.
All right, we're going to get the microphone fairy to raise your microphone to the level with which you can stand and enjoy.
And I'm going to play a little bit of Harmer muted trumpet in this one as well. Good. So hopefully I won't bash my teeth while I try and sort that out.
Take it away. Live music on BBC London 94.9 from Georgina Jackson.
1, 2, 3, 4. Treat me sweet and gentle when you say goodnight. Just squeeze me, but please don't tease me. I get sentimental when you hold me tight. Just squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Missing you since you went away, singing the blues away each day, counting the nights I'm waiting for you. I'm in the mood to let you know I never knew I loved you so. Please say you love me too when I get this feeling. I'm in ecstasy, so squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Since you went away, singing the blues away each day, counting the nights I'm waiting for you. I'm in the mood to let you know I never knew I loved you so. Please say you love me too when I get this feeling. I'm in ecstasy, so squeeze me, but please don't tease me. Why don't you come on and squeeze me, but please don't tease me, tease me.
Live music on BBC London 94.9 from Georgina Jackson. Just give us a brief reminder of the 3 gigs that you've got coming up.
Okay, I'm doing the Boysdale Belgravia on the 5th of August, and I can't remember now.
Enfield, Google is Jazz in Enfield 28th.
Thank you.
And then the big one at the Watersmeet Theatre at Rickmansworth, 19th of September.
Friday the 19th of September,
the
7:30.
Peggy Lee show.
Yeah, it should be a wonderful 6-piece band, lovely theatre. Please come down. I guarantee you a good night out.
And just remind us of your your website address.
www.georginajackson.net.
It's great to see you all. Thank you both, all of you, for so much for coming in.
Thank you very much,
good luck with the summer. It's
Thank
going to be
you.
a good
Have a
one
lovely
for you.
summer. Thank you.